an athlete, you'll die an athlete. It's in your DNA.
You're an athlete. Live like an athlete so that you can be successful in life.
You're an athlete. Live like it.
ANA, America needs athletes. We are checking out the turf. If you have been at West Des Moines, you've seen the new gray turf. Got some questions on it, so I thought we would just go through. Here's the video of us really just digging in and getting the project done over Labor Day. So Dan and I and landed in most of it. I guess Zach, Vanessa was there with us as well. But as you can see in this video so far, we are just tearing out the old turf. That was probably the worst part of it, I think, is the pulling on that turf without like handles or anything.
Oh yeah.
My hands were completely screwed up after this for the next couple of days. That and probably the drilling. We had already taken off, so before we stripped up the turf, we took off the big rack and somehow moved it with us three and got it off of the turf and removed the fences as well. The bolts that were in there, the cement anchors that were in there for 10 years had definitely a grip on it, so we had a whole bunch of fun trying to get those out. Then we're taking everything out to the dumpster. The turf, or the rubber back there, we have, if you've been there, you've seen we still have a little bit of green turf to get rid of. That rubber that we ordered was the wrong rubber, so we were told that it would be the exact same as what we have out, but in the endurance area, but it is different rubber, so we're ordered some more. So here is the new turf, rolling it out. We already have one down, and we set one the far side, and we also did the fence already. So each of the rolls has like a 3-inch little end seam that you end up having to cut off for the seam. So that's what we're doing here. Landon flew through that. I guess I'm taking my time a little bit more.
Very meticulous.
Yes, making sure that I was trying to be as perfect as possible. But so did the next day we had the weights on Tuesday morning, the 5 a.m. Did they have a good time putting all the weights and stuff away?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Use that as a warm up.
Nice. So yeah, so we had all the weights out on the seams, because that's where we glued them. So you can see they're on that first side. Cutting up this last one. I don't think it shows on here, but the wrapping this around that pole, I don't know how we did it, but we put it almost was perfect in that. Here we're doing, we're taking out, so there's a track for the transition around every single piece of floor. So we're gonna have rubber where that green turf is. That'll all be the black rubber there and match the stuff on the right. So with that, we have this track coming out, and then we have to put the new track in. It's kind of what we're doing all right here. So this is the second day, is that right? Yeah, this is the second day. So we got, this is where, or the third day?
This one is right here.
Okay,
yep.
so now we're in the third day. You can see we have the seams glued down. The pole, this is where the pole, where we wrapped around the pole, we had done it perfectly somehow. Math worked out and measurements worked out, and it kind of just wrapped around the pole perfectly, which we were super excited about. These fences were a pain in the ass. Basically, we kept the bolts where they were, but then we had to cut the turf to fit around the bolts, and then none of the bolts or the cement anchors were like the same, so they all had to have a different size nut on them, or whatever the case was. It was a pain in the butt, or they were just stripped and we couldn't get them and they'd start spinning, so then we would have to figure something else out, cleaning all the fences. If you've never cleaned a chain link fence, which I don't know why other than in the gym you would need to, it is a pain in the ass.
It's like getting on the bottom too. Is like that's
Oh,
where
yeah.
all like the foot traffic and everything, all the dust and dirt gets kicked up on the bottom. So it's going through every little diamond shape
Yeah.
on the bottom and cleaning the bottom of that, plus getting all the bolts and. But it's like one of those oddly like satisfying things
Right.
is when you clean it, or you even get like half of it cleaned and you see the other half is still a little dirty. Then it's like, oh, like, that looks really nice.
Right.
Like that's
And
the
you knock it out.
satisfying
Yep.
part.
Yep. Then just vacuuming up what we cleaned off the fence. The transitions we'll put in here in a second as well. Then we are into our setting up this other fence. So this one didn't have cement anchors in it already, so we had to set the cement anchors and drill in a brand new spot because we moved that fence up, which just creates a ton more room back behind in the endurance area, and I'm super excited for when we do get the other rubber in.
And if you've never done the cement anchors, it is loud.
Yeah.
It's just like a high pitch, like zzz, but like super loud, and it makes your ears ring.
Right. Yeah, I felt like I was at a. If you've ever been to the gun range or fired weapons anywhere, and you do it without, you just shoot one without ear protection on, and you get that ringing in your ears. That's exactly what it felt like the whole time. Finally figuring some stuff out here. Couple times when I was hitting it down, I would mess up the threads, so we'd have to cut the bolt and then go down in. But that is that's pretty much the entire turf. We get to do it again. We get to do it again here in a couple of weeks for Ankeny location, and then again for Omaha. But we are super excited how it turned out. Hopefully everybody enjoys the new turf. Also with all of the excitement too of we got the new season coming up, and we have our Yeti cooler. So now that you subscribe to our YouTube, you can check out these videos if you have kind of the inside information on everything Krave Gym. If you have not hit subscribe, and then go prove that you're subscribed to a coach, and he'll initial a ticket. You'll have a chance to win that Yeti. But until next time, we'll talk to you later. Remember, you're an athlete. Live like it.